It was a quiet, gray morning in the forest. The soft hush of mist wrapped around the elder tree like a shawl, and the air carried the scent of damp moss and pine needles. A fine drizzle tapped gently on mushroom caps and spider webs, and the woods felt hushed as though holding its breath. Milo stepped out of the hovel with a wicker basket, his cloak fastened by a small wooden pin carved in the shape of a leaf. Mila followed, her hood up, her eyes catching the light as only hers could, bright, aware, still. She said softly,
"We'll check near the cedar grove. I saw some early mushrooms peeking up after last night's rain."
They both walked in silence for a time, the rain never quite wetting them, more like a tender brushing, a blessing from the trees. Milo hummed a quiet tune that Mila recognized from somewhere, but she couldn't name it. Then, near a bent sycamore, Mila stopped. At her feet lay a small, broken bird's nest. Twigs bent, grasses tattered, one side flattened, as though it had tumbled down from high above. It looked displaced, forgotten. Milo crouched beside it. "No eggs," he said gently, "and no sign of life now." Mila whispered,
"But once there was."
They looked at it, this humble little cradle, emptied of purpose, lying in the soil. After a moment, Mila said, almost to herself,
"We could rebuild it."
And so they did. For the next while, who could say how long, they gathered grasses and small fallen twigs. Mila used fine moss for softness. Milo's paws shaped the arch. They worked without urgency, without a plan, and they didn't speak, but their movements made a kind of silent dialogue. When the nest was complete, they placed the nest gently in the crook of a low branch near the base of the sycamore. It wasn't perfect, but it was enough, and it was beautiful in its own quiet way. Later, back at the hovel, cloaks drying by the hearth, Mila stirred a pot of root stew. She sat down across from Milo, who was sipping tea, his gaze soft. She asked him quietly,
"Do you think it mattered?"
Milo tilted his head. "The nest?" She nodded. Milo smiled, setting his cup down. Kindness doesn't always need to matter. It only needs to be. Mila's eyes moistened, though no tear fell. She closed her eyes and breathed in the aroma of cedar and thyme for the stew. Outside, the rain had stopped, and somewhere in the forest, a bird, small, unnoticed, landed on the branch of the sycamore and turned its head, curious. The nest was waiting. Let this be a tale to return to whenever the world feels noisy or the soul forgets its strength. You are not here to be seen for your kindness. You are here to become it.